Just because you're special, Decker.
She really is. I have a theory on this guy.
Hey, Chloe.
We'll talk about it after.
Lieutenant, I just wanted to say that,
Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're watching some more Lucifer. We're at Season 3, Episode 4. And this one is titled, What Would Lucifer Do? Is Lucifer there? Like, can we just ask him, or is he gone? Where is he? Where did he go? You know? Let's find out. Let's just watch it.
So, tell me, what's your deepest, darkest fantasy?
To have sex in the ball pit at a Chuck E. Cheese.
Ew.
Not what I was expecting.
So gross.
The thought of getting caught, it just turns me on.
Patsy, darling. Home.
Oh, no. No. He's not back until tomorrow.
I handle this.
We're gonna have a threesome.
What the hell?
Rest easy. I'm not a thief. Your valuables are untouched. Unless, of course, you consider your wife a valuable. In that case, I've touched her several times. Twice this morning.
I want a friggin' nap. Look, I know I'm a cliche. I married the yoga instructor. But you wouldn't believe the body of that girl.
Wouldn't I?
Right.
Right.
So you get it. In the beginning, it was, I just want to chill with my ex, Marcia. She engaged my mind.
Well, truth be told, I've been experiencing an identity conundrum myself. But that wasn't until I realized that the best way to remind myself of the devil I am today is to fully embrace the devil I used to be.
Are you saying I should call my ex?
Absolutely. Now I've done you a favor, you owe me one.
Of course.
Lexi, darling. The devil's back.
In an effort to strengthen my own professional identity within the department, I'd like to take on some added responsibility. I'd like to be put up for the open union rep position.
Request denied.
Can I ask why?
See, one of the few benefits of having the L and the T in front of my name is I don't have to explain myself. Anything else?
I fucking hate him.
You see, I was sent down here to be with you for a reason. Now, maybe that means I'm supposed to learn from you.
Well, if you really need to understand me, brother, then you must first walk a mile in my Italian loafers. Here's an idea. Try smiling. Right, we can work on that. Through there, my closet, I grant you entree to all things me. Just whenever you're faced with a choice, ask yourself the question, WWLD.
What would Lucifer
What would
do?
Lucifer do?
Okay. Now I see.
Claims to transform bad kids into good ones.
Only reform program I ever knew was my abuelita's booth. It was pretty effective.
I'm sure.
Oh,
I'm sure.
People can't be changed, trust me. I know.
Perhaps I just need the right kind of motivation. As a former addict and ex-con, I'm living proof that people can change. Our kids graduate to better lives. One of the recipients. Only they receive them.
Oh, well, game, set, match, moi. It appears one of your pupils has just graduated to murder one.
Those are Colin's Firehawk wings. Highest honor here.
Wings as an honor. Is this a joke?
No. It's part of the reward system. The better the residents behave, the more benefits they earn. Wings are only given to those who have truly reformed.
You curtail the free will of these rebellious souls by making them follow your rules, and then you trick them into thinking they've changed by giving them wings. The most vile manipulation.
Excuse me, I'm taking notes. I'm still listening though. Amend that deal! I knew he would look so good with Lucifer's clothes. He's a gorgeous man. Like, of course he's gonna look gorgeous in a suit.
What is it you desire?
For you to move so I can talk to my boyfriend.
Oh.
It's all good.
Sorry about that.
I'm gone. Sorry.
Hello, Judgy. And this must be Marcia.
Lucifer, what do you want?
That favor returned. I need your help proving a young deplorable hasn't reformed and never will. Your turn to pick from the pile, I think.
Look, if you're a cop, I got nothing to say. Nothing matters anymore anyway. I'd rather die than go back.
Well, that could be arranged.
Oh my
I'll
god.
take it back. I don't want to die.
I must commend you on your choice of murder weapon.
Murder weapon?
We found your tool belt in Emily Goddard's office, minus the pruning saw that you used to kill her.
Wait, Emily's dead? I turned 18 and didn't have to stay at the ranch anymore. I wanted her to come with me. Look, we kissed one time. She wouldn't leave.
Oh, no, she rejected you. So you killed her.
It's all my fault.
Oh, finally, we're getting somewhere.
No. Look, if I hadn't left, Emily would still be alive. You have to believe me.
Filthy liar.
I believe him. My gut tells me it's not him. And I want to explore this mystery resident that Emily wanted to expel.
How much walking and talking like a murderous sociopathic duck is necessary for us to realize the killer is sitting in our laps?
I take full responsibility for his actions. This won't happen again.
Why not? Kid turns out not to be the murderer. Your friend just scared him straight. Well done, Lucifer. Way to be a good influence.
How dare you say that?
Consider you're done now.
How dare you say that?
Tell me, what is it you all desire?
Get rich.
Instagram model.
Make people feel
I don't want to be alone, man.
Play video games.
My father's love.
Yeah, give me the money. I just want to get high, man.
I hear you. I hear you. Right.
I hear you.
So what I'm getting, yes, micronutrients in the soil are important, but the key here, people, the key here is vertical integration. And
Screw Paraguay and micronutrients. The only things you need to be your own CEO is irrigation and a south-facing slope. Who's your drug empire, Teach?
Is he on a horse?
don't get high on your own supply.
Don't get high on your own supply.
Snitches end up in ditches.
Snitches end up in ditches.
What is going on here? And how did you get that horse?
What horse? Bye. They should award him his wings. Then he'd look like Pegasus.
So this is all yours.
Not saying a word without my lawyer.
Sorry, I talked to that. But I have to say, Detective, this young lady really is going places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All the way to jail.
What the hell happened, man?
Detective Espinosa. It's good to see you.
When I heard the charges, I mean...
Listen, we had just performed the act of love. And then she demanded money. At first, I assumed it was for bus fare, but then she wanted quite a large amount.
Don't worry. I didn't say a word, Lucifer.
How are we doing on the investigation?
Well, this investigation has
He's got the
smoked out
munchies.
Harley Glantz, rap sheet.
Lucifer, any thoughts?
Lucifer is not in the state of mind to offer any constructive advice right now.
Reach for the unexpected and allow yourself to be surprised. Like crisps and chocolate. The results can be quite pleasing.
Mm. Oh. Tyson buried that?
What did I tell you? Once a bad guy, always a bad guy.
I don't care what you say. I'm going to keep digging on this.
It's time I ride along with you.
Frankly, Lieutenant, just because you and I disagree does not mean I need a babysitter.
You coming, Decker?
I'm a badass, you know.
Excuse me?
Even though you don't trust me.
What makes you think I don't trust you?
Oh, let's see. You've only been breathing down my neck this entire case.
I'm laughing because you think me turning you down for that union rep job was a bad thing.
How is it a good thing?
You're better on
That
the
job is
field.
for has-beens.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste one of my best detectives while you attend useless meetings. And the only reason I came here was so I could finally see you in action firsthand.
Hmm.
You think that I'm one of your best detectives?
Decker, got it.
Of course. Oh, that guy. Was he hit?
Come on. Stay with me. Unit 831, officer down. Officer down.
Damn. He was just starting to be kind of nice.
Khan himself. More proof there's no such thing as transformation.
Okay, not the time, Lucifer. Why would he kill that girl, though?
My prized pupil mentioned using her dad's beach condo as a stash house. Of course, her partner would know that.
Okay.
So I was right about people not changing, just wrong about who.
I'm not going back to jail.
Your punishment will be far worse than jail.
Lucifer, stop! You're gonna kill him.
So what? Once evil, always evil, right?
No, Lucy, you're not evil. You're the devil. You punish evil. Your words.
Yeah, that's true. It's crazy how just having his wings back just completely sent him into like the opposite of what he used to say.
So, have you ever been injured on the job before?
I had a few scrapes.
Oh. That's a
The
big
possibility of death
yes.
is never felt.
Thanks again for the whole life-saving thing.
Couldn't let anything happen to my best detective. I can see why Lucifer is so affected by you. It's because you're special, Decker.
I have a theory on this guy. We'll talk about it after.
Lieutenant? Wings, no wings, unable to show my true face, it doesn't matter. I'm exactly who I always was. A punisher. And for reminding me of that, I salute you. You think I've changed? You, the former angel, powerless and pathetic, a disgraced failure, with no better way to spend your days than yipping at my heels for scraps to remind you of a time of when you once mattered.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you can kill the messenger if you must. But just know that I am here for you.
Wow. What an intense scene.
I tried with open eyes, but I couldn't see.
Oh my. We have a lot to talk about. I wrote down a lot of stuff because I feel like there are so many levels to what's going on in a Lucifer episode. I'm just gonna take that off because with the light it's really annoying. But I don't even know where to start. I guess we'll start with I think it was the most present theme throughout the episode. It was that Lucifer kept saying people can't change. Once you're bad forever. Which is not true. It's really not true. But it does fit with what he's been saying, you know. Ever since last episode, what I mentioned that he was kind of not worried, but he didn't like that Maze was starting to realize stuff about herself and just she was changing, evolving, because it kind of made him feel okay with the fact that he wasn't evolving himself. And this episode, I think it was a lot like last episode. Because if he saw that someone that used to be bad became good, he would be like, ah, shit, like, is this what's happening to me? So proving that point, it's kind of like justifying him, like, of course I'm bad, like, I have to be bad because I've always been bad, which is also not true. And I think that was really, really interesting that where he was at the ranch, which turned out to be a big scam, granted, but like the system of getting your wings and stuff, I think that what was being said still very resonated with him, because he was like, getting wings as an honor? Like, are you serious? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And then it was like, well, yeah, you get your wings when you're truly like redeemed or something. And I think that's what happened to Lucifer. He got his wings because maybe he started to act like more selflessly, and I don't know. He was just being overall good and being rewarded with having his wings back, because I don't think it was meant to be a bad thing, you know, but to him it was. It really, really was. This episode was amazing in that aspect. I feel like everything that was happening in this episode, I was just like writing it down because I feel like everything was really important. Everything was like on different levels of like being super obvious to like being really not that obvious, and you can just kind of interpret it a certain way from what we've been given this episode, and I love that. But it's just like I have to write it down because I want to remember what's being said, you know? He said at some point when he was trying to teach people how to sell drugs, very normal thing to do. He was telling them like, you all want to get back to your true selves, right? He wants to get back to his true self, but the thing is, I don't think his true self is really what he thinks is his true self. I think, like, we didn't see Linda this episode, but I think he would be very due to have a session with Linda. And you know what? The reason why he didn't have, or he's not seeing Linda, at least this episode that was, I think, over a couple of days or maybe 2 to 3 days. What if he's not going to see Linda because he doesn't even want to hear it? He wants to just believe what he believes and justify stuff happening, like have his own opinion on the situation. Because if he goes to Linda with whatever is happening and whatever he's been saying, she's gonna be able to completely, maybe not completely, but at least partly destroy what he's saying. Like, she's gonna be like, well, if you're really evil and you're really what you say you are, then why this and why that? And that's just questions that he's not ready to answer, or he doesn't want to answer because he knows the answer, you know? And yeah, when they were talking about Lucifer's lifestyle, you know, like seeing a pretty girl every night, sleeping with her and just partying all the time, I think it was very similar to like the conversation that Lucifer had with the judge. Like, he was saying, I married the yoga teacher, I was partying all the time, and I had like a lot of sex, and it got like tiring. I grew very tired, and I just like, it was fun while it lasted, but I miss my wife. Like, she stimulated me mentally, and I miss that. And I think that when they were talking about Lucifer, I thought about that conversation. I was just like, well, I think Lucifer feels the same. What he truly wants is to connect with Chloe in particular, because she does stimulate his mind, and they have a special connection. But embracing that would mean that he's changing, and we know that he's not trying to have any of that. He's not trying to accept that he changed. And lastly, my theory on the lieutenant. You know what? I think the lieutenant is a celestial being. I don't think he's the sinner man for now, because I kind of had that feeling, but it's still not off the table. But I have a new theory. And I think it's pretty far-fetched, but it would kind of explain his behavior this episode. I think he could be God. I know. Let me explain how I came up with this conclusion. Because to me, this episode, the way he was acting with Chloe, and with Lucifer at the same time, it felt like he was a protective father to Lucifer. Because he kept like trying to encourage Lucifer into, like, you know, when he said, oh, thanks for being a good influence, Lucifer. And Lucifer was like, how dare you say this to me? I'm not a good influence, and I'll show you exactly how I can be a bad influence. And just like the way he was being cold with Chloe, and I know that later on he was like, oh no, you're my best detective, da da da. But he kept saying like, oh, I understand why Lucifer is so like taken with you. And I feel like he was trying to see if she was good enough for Lucifer. Like a protective father. And when he said like, death has never felt so like close or like a possibility, I don't know, but it was very weird. And that made me think that he's newly in a human body, like a vulnerable body. So that's why at first I was like celestial being, and then I was like protective father. God, is that you? But now he's kind of like flirting with Chloe, so I don't know anymore. But that would be a theory that, you know, he kind of arrived, we don't know nothing about him, and he's acting like he's very not, he doesn't have a lot of people skills. And I'm saying this because I don't know the guy. I don't know why he's like this. Maybe there's a reasonable explanation that he's been through hell and like a lot of bad things happened to him, that maybe he's just like grown cold and just detached for himself, or just like trying to protect himself. But he's very straight to the point, doesn't really have, like I said, people skills. And we all know how Charlotte was struggling also to like understand humans, but I don't know. There's something about him that's very confusing, and I'm excited to have more details on him. So that was my theory. I could be crazy, but if he's not God, then he could very well be a celestial being newly in a human body. I have to find out who, because I don't think he's just a lieutenant. I think there's a reason why he's here. There's a reason why he's where Lucifer is. Alright, so that was season 3, episode 4. What would Lucifer do? This show is so good. It really is good. So, I will see you guys for the next episode. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.